Hap Cameron is an avid Kiwi traveller on a bit of a mission. 7 years ago, in fact 7 years ago on this exact day, he left New Zealand with the aim of living and working on all 7 continents by his 30th birthday.
Cheers, Paul. So to live and work in every continent of the world, it's been a 10-year journey, over 25 jobs. I've taught English in Korea, I was a dive master in Thailand, I've worked the oil rigs in northern Canada, the mines in Western Australia, the Mexican orphanage, I was a storyteller in Paraguay, crewed a yacht through Spain, setting up a sustainable bike workshop in Africa. Just a whole range of them. But for me, the goal is just the glue that brings all these stories together. For me, the book is about a transition from a 21-year-old into a 30-year-old. It all starts in a Gold Coast factory where I'm working 60 hours a week just sanding wood. And I'm thinking, if I love living and working in Australia so much, imagine what the rest of the world could offer me. And then I set myself this goal. So it starts off with me in my early 20s, just doing what a guy in his early 20s does, like partying, trying to pick up girls, just living life to the full, you know. There's lots of humorous and funny stories of the situations I get myself into. And then gets to about midway through the book, I'm at 26, and my American girlfriend and I have just got back from backpacking in Colombia, arriving back in America, and I end up being put in the cells the night and deported for working illegally. I'm sent back home, and I arrive back home and my mates are getting real jobs and doing this, and Hap's just bumming around working the world, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. And on a family holiday, and I fall out of this tree 6 meters, and it's the scariest moment of my life because I'm falling through the air 6 meters. I impact on the back of my back and tumble, and I come to, and I've got my eyes open, but I've just got black. I can't see anything, and I'm just like screaming, I've got my eyes open, I can't see, I can't see. And my family's all around worried, and eventually the rescue helicopter comes and I get winched to hospital. But I come out of this experience knowing that I want to complete this goal, and this goal then becomes my life. I'm determined and focused on it. And I take on the continent of Antarctica, which sees me for 3 years battling to get there, and I sink really low, but I don't give up, and then I eventually make it. But ironically, it's the worst job I have of my working the world goal, but it's the most beautiful continent I've been to. Now I'm approaching 30. I've got my 7th and final continent, Africa, and I team up with the Melbourne charity Bicycles for Humanity, and I go to Africa with my American girlfriend to set up a sustainable bike workshop. And at this point, life's just got more complicated for me. My American girlfriend and I are talking about having children and getting married, and I'm coming towards the end of my goal. I don't know what for 9 years I've had this guiding light of this goal, and life's just got complicated for me, and I end up breaking up with my girlfriend while we're cycling 2,500 kilometers through Africa. And I write about all the stuff that's going on, like very openly and honestly. You see a very different person from the start of the book to this guy who's breaking up with the middle of his girlfriend in Africa. But I like to put a positive spin on it, you know, as Nick says, at least it makes for great reading. But then on the 11th, I've hiked to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest freestanding mountain in the world, the highest point in Africa, my final continent. And as the sun rises on the 11th, my 30th birthday, I've completed the goal. And so what it comes down to, it's a book that will make people laugh, it'll inspire people. And it's a book very much about a transition from a 21-year-old into a 30-year-old. Alright, cheers for your time, guys. Have a good day.